Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take that square root of 32. We're going to simplify this. When I simplify this, there's going to be two different ways we can do it. The first way is to take that 32 and break it down. So 32 is the same thing as 8 times 4. That 8 I can break down into 4 times 2. The 4 I can break down into 2 and 2. I check again. I can break down that 4 again into 2 and 2. The rest of these I can't break down, so I can't break down this, this, or this. It looks like the things that I'm left over with is a 2, a 2, a 2, a 2, and a 2. Those are the things at the very end. Now, when I write the simplified version of it, if it has a partner, I can bring it out to the front. So I can take this out to the front, and it's going to be a 2 on the outside. But there's another pair of 2's that I can bring out. So I write another one. Okay, that's why I have that second one. This one doesn't have a partner, so it's just going to stay out. And when I multiply the 2 and the 2 together, I get a 4 square root of 2. What I'm trying to say is square root of 32 is the exact same thing as 4 add 2. So on your problem, you're going to replace this with this. The other way you could have done it is you could have looked for the biggest square root that goes into that 32. So I can rewrite 32 as 16 times 2. I want you to understand that 32 is the same thing as 16 times 2. So why did I write it like this? Because I know the square root of 16. The square root of 16 is just 4. I still don't know the square root of 2, so that's going to stay inside. And look at that. I get the exact same answer as the other one. So instead of writing this, let's try that again. Sorry. Instead of writing this, I'm going to replace it with this. And that should help you a lot when doing this problem. The other part you might get stuck on is once you replace it, you're going to end up with something that looks like this. This isn't the right answer, guys, okay? But I'm giving you a different example. What we're going to do is we're going to simplify this fraction with these numbers right here. Let's pretend you would have had a fraction like 3 over 12. You know how to simplify a fraction like 3 over 12. You just look for the biggest number that goes into 3 and 12, which is 3. And then you're just going to divide the top and bottom by 3. So this becomes a 1, and this becomes a 4. So 3 over 12 is the same thing as 1 over 4. You're going to do the exact same thing. It's just now you're doing it with 3 whole numbers. You're doing it with a 6, 3, and 12 at the exact same time. What goes into 6, 3, and 12? It's still 3, right? So all of these are going to get divided by 3. Instead of a 6, it becomes a 2, plus or minus. Instead of a 3, 3 divided by 3 is 1. Square root of 5, leave that square root. And then instead of that 12, you're going to divide by 3, you get a 4. The only thing that's making me cringe a little bit is this 1 right here. Because it's a 1 square root of 5, I really don't need it. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that 1. And this would be your final answer. Okay, so you got two answers. The first one's 2 plus rad 5 over 4, and the other one is 2 minus rad 5 over 4. You're going to do something very similar on the problem for this, on the problem that you have, and you should be good.